Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Amateur Sports for tonight's Toronto Raptors watch party. Tonight, once again, it is a titanic battle in the NBA standings. It really is. I mean, it really is for the Raptors. What's Washington's position? It is for the Wizards as well. They could easily, they're on a 2-game win streak. They could easily finish fourth last in the NBA. Raptors, probably the lowest they can go is fifth, where they currently stand. They want to stay there. Washington could easily move to fourth. So this is a pretty titanic clash for both teams. Both teams with a very, 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 very important game here. For the wrong reasons, it is a very important game. I'm back after my hiatus on Saturday. I usually, when I miss a stream, every time I miss a stream, I missed the stream because I'm doing something, and I'm like, not that I was doing anything, but like something big that I have to miss stream for is afoot. That wasn't the case on Saturday. I told you guys I streamed for you on Friday. For you, I streamed on Friday. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, for the Jazz game, and I couldn't do it. Like halftime of that game, I was like, I can't do this 2 nights in a row. I cannot spend my Friday and Saturday night watching the Raptors hoping they'll lose. I cannot do this to myself. So Saturday night, had some friends who wanted to watch UFC, so decided that I was going to engage in that instead. I had a good time. Did have my eyes on the Raptors game. Did see that they lost, was a little bit surprised to see that they lost, but also was a little bit excited to see that they lost to the Wizards, because it definitely felt like they were going to win that game, and it definitely felt like they were constructing a little bit of a win streak. So got the loss there, and at this point, I am firmly invested in this tank. I don't want them to win. Gone are the days of me going in, if they win, cool. They lose, cool. We are not there anymore. Gone are the days of, I'll cheer for them along the way, but then the game is done. Oh, they lost. That's fine. In fact, it's better that they lost. No. I am starting the game. I want them to lose. I think they should be more aggressively tanking. I don't know how far they can go with NBA rules and regulations on this. I would like to see them extraordinarily, aggressively, and unethically tank their way to a pick. I want the fifth best odds at top overall pick. I want a 42.1% chance of landing in the top spot, into the top 4. I'm done. I'm done beating around the bush with it. I wouldn't say I was beating around. I wouldn't say I was beating around the bush with it. I am locked in on this draft pick at this point. And I think any other way of approaching the final final 18 games, is it? I think any other way of approaching the final whatever games it is by the Raptors that isn't the same mindset, prioritize the draft pick by any means whatsoever. Any other approach by the Toronto Raptors is incorrect. Yeah, 18 games left. They should be trying to lose as many games as possible for the rest of the season. It's just how things stand at the moment. Yeah. What I think of the Pereira fight? Do you agree with the decision from Lux Maggie? Yeah, I'm not like the biggest guy into UFC. I can, just by feel, I can give my own opinion on how I think the fight went. I think it was accurate from watching the fight. It felt like Pereira wasn't the guy putting the pressure on. It felt like he wasn't dictating the fight, and usually he is so dominant in those. But yeah, I think it was the right decision. I personally can't really see how somebody could come to a different conclusion. It felt pretty comfortable to me that it was either 3-2 or 4-1 for Ankalaev. That's his name, right? So again, that's coming from a very casual, very, very casual UFC watcher. It felt to me like that was the correct decision. In fact, I don't follow really any UFC discourse. I'd be surprised Well, I don't know how surprised I'd be. I would be a little surprised if there was people thinking that one was incorrect. People just want to complain about everything, so they might complain about everything. But yeah, I don't really see how there's too big of a debate there. Nate D said, we're making the playoffs, said no Raptors fan ever. I don't know. I don't know what Chicago's deal is at the moment, because Kobe White's still playing every game, doing well. Like, the Bulls have won a couple games in a row. Like, do the Bulls actually want the 10 seed? I guess from their current position, they got a pretty big lead. I mean, they may as well try to get some momentum for the play-in tournament at this point. I suppose 10 seeds right for the Bulls. Yeah. The teams that could catch the Raptors are alarmingly Brooklyn, who have lost 7 in a row, and Philly, who are going to lose a bunch of games. They could catch the Raptors pretty easily, move us to 7th. I don't think we'll catch the Bulls, or I don't think they'll catch us. I think bottom 7 is worst case, bottom 5 is best case. Not a very big window, but percentage-wise, it does make some swings. And it's not about the first pick. People keep, it's very frustrating to me. People keep looking at using this as a source of reason for the Raptors not taking, we're 10.5% chance of first pick in our spot. But if we move up 2 spots, it's a 7.5% chance. Like, only a 3% chance difference. We get the first overall pick. Well, that's not the whole thing. Because in this spot, we're very likely to end up as the 6th or 7th pick. Or we're not very likely. We have a good chance of ending up with the 6th or 7th pick in our current spot as the bottom 5 team. But we move up to 7th. All of a sudden, the likeliest outcome is we have the 8th pick. And we're moving like a little far there. It's not about the first overall pick. It's about how far you are likely or unlikely to fall. So that's why, that's for me, why it's a big deal to tank and to maximize that draft pick, as I think more and more fans are understanding here. I see the odds are more that Cooper Flag stays at Duke than goes to Charlotte Hornets, Brandon says. The odds where? Like, who's suggesting this? I continue to say Cooper Flag will just go. He'll be in this draft and he'll go first overall, no matter who's in that spot. Like, every year with these discussions, like, yeah, obviously the team that's drafting first is going to be bad. If you want to defer a year, guess what? The team that's drafting first overall is also very likely going to be bad. Like, it's always going to be a bad team, you know? Jackson Steelers to the Super Bowl. Yeah. Not with, DK, 150 mil for 5 years. Holy. Like, DK already has lost his explosiveness and is regressing on a year-to-year basis. And 5 years, 150. Woo! That is a lot of money for DK. Also, no quarterback. Also, that the quarterback they might get might be Aaron Rodgers, who is absolutely washed. Yeah, Steelers, maybe you'll win your 9 games and lose first round of the playoffs, you know? DK, oh my God, DK is past it. I can't believe people are trying to sell that DK is like the wide receiver that's going to change the Steelers. Come on. DK's fine. DK is fine. But $30 million a year for a guy who's not a top 20 wide receiver. Yeah, I don't think I want to pay him $30 million a year for 5 years. Jeez. Definitely overpay on DK. The trade itself was a second, 2 swaps. I mean, that's like okay. I don't know if I would have given up the second, but I don't think it changes as much as a Steelers fan might think. I can just name a random 20. Then you'd have to donate $100, Jack. With 100, you're gonna do it for real. All right, let's see if we can name 20. I'll give it a crack. Yeah, so I'm going to pull up a list. And we're going to... Well, oh, you got to re-off. So obviously, I'll get to 19. Then I could say anybody, and you just say no. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So Nico Collins, Mike Evans, A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, T. Higgins, Malik Neighbors, Justin Jefferson. Not even in discussion at this point. Jamar Chase. Still not a discussion really at this point. Let's continue to progress here. CeeDee Lamb. Oof. How many we at? How many we at? He is not. Okay. If you want to, like, if we're gonna listen, we're either gonna be serious or we're not. T. Higgins is better than him. Garrett Wilson, Devontae Smith. I don't know how many I'm at. Tyreek Hill, Jay Waddle, definitely debatable. On the fence there. All right. Well, okay. Well, let me count. Now you got me invested. Let me count. Okay. Nico Collins, Mike Evans, A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, T. Higgins, Malik Neighbors, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. I didn't say Devontae. Oh, sorry, Devontae. No, come on. Devontae Smith. All right. Listen, we're talking about, this is 2025. You want to talk about 2022 DK? Yeah, this is not 20. But anyways, let's try to keep going. I'll try to keep going. CeeDee Lamb. DJ Moore is close, but DJ Moore. Garrett Wilson. I'm taking Devontae Smith. I'm taking Terry McLaurin. I haven't said. What am I at? Is that 13 or my? No, I'm now at 18. I'm not 18. You could definitely say Tyreek Hill or Jalen Waddle, number 19. I'm at 13. Okay, let me count again. Last chance. Sorry, everybody. $100 at stake here. Nico Collins, Mike Evans, A.J. Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, T. Higgins, Drake London, Malik Neighbors, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase. That's 9. That's 9. 8 of which, not a doubt. Not a shadow of a doubt. Drake London, shadow of a doubt. But there's a doubt. Justin Jefferson, for sure. Jamar Chase, 11. CeeDee Lamb. I've said A.J. Brown. I said Amon-Ra St. Brown. I've said Amon-Ra St. Brown. So who is the 13? So DJ Moore, Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin, 15. Now it gets dicey. You know, I think at this point, now it gets a bit dicey. I think now, yeah, see, at this point, like, George Pickens is the wide receiver 1. So George Pickens, by default, is better, which is 16. You could still say Tyreek Hill's better. But again, we're getting debatable territory. I think you could definitely make the case for Jalen Waddle. Again, we're still in the debatable territory there. Oh, 18. Now I feel a little stuck. Puka Nacua, 19. Not debatable. And I think a lot of other guys have a case, but I don't think you're gonna ever agree with one of. A lot of guys can make a case. You could argue Cooper Cup, tough one. You could. He's always injured. When he's playing, I think you should probably be able to make the case for Cooper Cup. Debo, probably not, but there's a conversation there. Marvin Harrison Jr., I think there's a conversation there at this point. Yeah, you're not going to agree with me. All right. Chris Godwin. Chris Godwin's better. Yeah, I think there's a very definitive case. You could make 25, but yeah, for $100, I think we're come to an agreement here. Why would you give up all that money to play for Duke again? Well, you get money for NIL deals, but you know. All right, Jack. I warned you when DK's not as good as you think he is. Just remember this conversation. When DK isn't getting separation, yeah, enjoy. Adam Wedge says, do a live stream bracket choice on Sunday. Let's do a live stream bracket choice on Sunday. Live stream like my NCAA bracket. Well, if I did that, then people would copy it, and then I wouldn't have a chance winning. I wouldn't have a chance winning. You want me to do an NCAA bracket, Adam Wetstein? I make my NCAA bracket pretty strictly off of betting odds mixed with public selection percentage, and trying to make contrarian-ish in some places to get better chance of having different than the masses, while also maximizing potential winning. I never quite do very well. I do a small group with my friends, and I do okay in those. I usually go decently far, but you know, your champ goes that early, you're cooked. I could do something. I could do something along those lines. I think that's a very much possibility. I got to pull up the game. You know, I'm used to these 30-minute ones in the morning. Or not in the morning, sorry, before the game starts. Hang on, let me pull it up. What about Crazy Legs Parker? What you're dating yourself with that one. You're dating yourself with that one, man. NBA Central posted the Cooper Flag comment. Yeah, okay. I don't believe you at all, but I will try. You send me money to bet. Money? There's no money. I can sure. I can construct the bracket. I can do that part of a live stream. When does the tournament start? The tournament starts. Does it start on Tuesday? So some interesting content changes that are happening. First round is on the 20th and 21st. So, I can build a bracket. I won't do it this weekend. I can do it next weekend. So, some interesting content we're bringing to the channel. For members, I'm going to be starting to go live at 7 a.m. Tuesday mornings. Why so early? Well, nothing else on my schedule will be popping up at 7 a.m. on Tuesdays. At least I don't think so. So, I can be assured I won't be busy at those times. If I were to do it 7 p.m., there's going to be a lot of times in which I cannot do it. So Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. If you can't make it live, that's fine for members. You can just watch it any other time. And we're going to be pulling a little bit of clips from those for the Clips channel as well. So if you're not a member, you still be able to catch a little bit, but you won't see it all. You won't be able to react in real time to everything. So what I will do is next Tuesday, I will build my March Madness bracket live for members. And I appreciate your idea, Adam. I do recognize you would not have access to that, sadly, but I think that's the spot it's got to be in. I do my brackets on ESPN, so I'm gonna do it there. Yeah, we could do our own. I guess we could do our own March Madness one. Yeah, it's actually I could do one for members. Yeah, I could do one for members. Then, like, actually, I could do a member one for March Madness and give away something to the winner. That's what I should do. I'll give away a merch piece of the winner's choice for March Madness. Members can get involved. That's a good idea. So Adam, I do very much appreciate the super chat you sent in. By the way, I forgot to mention, and I appreciate the super chats. I know that doesn't give you the access to the member content, but thank you so much for sending the super chat. Finally filed my 3 years taxes. 3 years. It's a little late, isn't it? How was dinner? It was good. I had so Mondays. I've been in the office all day. I got home at like 6:30, which is just over an hour ago. And I was smart today and meal prepped my dinner, so I made it last night so I could just come home and heat it up. I just made I got these keto tortillas that allow me to make, for my macros, I can have 2 of them instead of one regular tortilla. So I made a couple like beef taco burrito things. Yeah, I got to do my taxes by the end of the month. I will get it done by the end of the month. Yeah, a lot of business expenses I got to go through. A lot of things to go through. Very late. CRA's about to, yeah. 3 years is crazy. 3 years is how do you even keep track of all that? I mean, I have my obviously my T4, not obviously, but I have T4 for my job. Plus, I got to go through all the YouTube stuff. Plus all the expenses that come with it. So it's a lot for me to go through. But, we're running a business here. At the end of the day, amateur sports. We're gunning for 20,000 subs by the end of 2025. Hell yeah. Let's do it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed. And let's do this. So, starting fives are out. They're not very good. Yeah. Raptors have quickly Roden, Barrett, Barnes, and Robinson. So Roden and Robinson start. You could very much make the case neither of which should be getting NBA minutes, but, we're tanking. It's March. The Wizards are starting Jordan Poole, Bub Carrington, Bilal Coulibaly, Keyshawn George, and Alex Sarr. So 5 NBA players, at least they start. But the Raptors are still favored by 6.5 here, depending on the minutes. I don't think the Raptors should be favored as much there. In fact, I don't think the Raptors should be favored as much as they are, period. The Raptors are favored by 6.5 points here. They're favored by 7. In fact, they've taken on money leading up to the game. They've taken on sharp action close to game time. So -7 for the Raptors. I disagree with that movement, but it's tough. It's tough to call here. RJ gonna draw 55. Who knows how many minutes they'll play? So Scotty Barnes. So the Raptors have been resting guys like Quickly, like Barrett. A guy they have been reluctant to sit out any of the games has been Scotty Barnes. He's playing in all these games lately. And the only thing that you can really use to reason why they're still playing Scotty Barnes every game is that the Raptors are trying to give him eligibility for All-NBA. I'm going to let you guys know right now, Scotty Barnes is not making an All-NBA team. He's not, okay? He probably won't get a vote for All-NBA. Okay? He's not making All-NBA. So it's a little bit silly to be playing him in these games that they very obviously are trying to lose. Also, when you do play Barnes in these extra games, in order, in theory, to push an All-NBA agenda for the player, if you are going to play him to try and push an All-NBA agenda, you now have to play him also a lot of minutes so that he can get his numbers up for All-NBA, which they're not doing. They're playing him 25 to 30 minutes a game, which is not enough to boost his numbers. So not only is he already not going to make an All-NBA team, they're also playing him not enough minutes to push his All-NBA agenda. Therefore, it is absolutely fucking stupid to play him every game down the stretch when you're trying to lose every game. It's stupid. It's really, really stupid. Wow, people paid to be at this game. Unbelievable. Elon just labeled me on the whiz. Well, with Elon, then yeah. Raps VE, what's going on? How's my night? I just got home from work an hour ago, so I'm a little wiped, but I'm ready to go. I would agree with you, but at least the front office don't want to break that news sim, even though it's not breaking news, Philip. I guess you got to play around it like that. Has Barnes communicated he wants to push for All NBA? I don't know. That's a good point, though. Game has begun, and right out the gate, Jared Rhoden forces a turnover in his first NBA start. Congrats to him for that. If Raptors Twitter started in there, we try to get Scott. No. It just he's nowhere close. He's nowhere close. Unfortunately, I'm a fun guy. Also, Raptors Twitter, we have seen with All-Star voting over the years, do not have the pull. They think they do. All NBA matters, Scott. It does. He's not making it. He will not make All NBA, guys. 2-0. Good start there for the Raptors. All NBA. Sorry, they could be using Barnes to build chemistry as people, especially quickly. I don't think these reps here are building enough chemistry to counteract the fact that they are making it much more likely. Like, the amount they are decreasing their lottery odds by playing them does not outweigh the chemistry. Like, the lottery odds are more important than the chemistry. I didn't communicate that effectively, but I hope it makes sense. It is more important to worry about the pick and the lottery. But yeah, Scotty's not making All NBA. I love Scotty. I think he will be an All NBA player one day. But yeah, it's not gonna be this year. Yeah, the Wizards are resting a couple guys. That's true. Marcus Smart is not playing. Chris Middleton is not playing. It's a shit game. It is, and we still have to play them again later this year. Keyshawn George fades away for 2. So second to the back. We did. You know what? If you offered me a split with Washington, I'd take it. The fact that we might lose both is pretty good. But if you had offered me a split against Washington, I would have had to accept. And again, I'm once again repeating this. I am firmly on the tank. I don't want them to win this game. I don't care if they lose ugly. I don't want them to win. I'm beyond ethical tank. I'm beyond moral victory. I'm beyond play well but lose. Just literally, they should be trying to lose. Chemistry is the most bogus term in sports. Chemistry is important, but people are overvaluing like how that's built, or like there's a misconception, I believe, in how that's built. I'm not trying to roast Graham when I say this, by the way, so apologies to you, but like there are a lot of different ways to build chemistry, and I think chemistry is used as people who just don't like tanking, and I guess Graham said they could be, but maybe doesn't necessarily agree. Anyways, people who don't like the tank are just looking for arguments against it, and in the end, there is no argument that is going to outweigh the draft pick possibilities. As George hits a 3. You talk about winning culture, chemistry. Like, they're going to lose too many games to build a winning culture. Yeah, build a winning... Sure, they might win enough games to make the play-in, and then probably not make the playoffs from the play-in, and then probably, if they did, get swept first round. So I don't really see how that's building a winning culture, necessarily. Building chemistry, like I said, there's a lot of different ways to build chemistry. And we got to build chemistry with guys like Jared Rhoden and Orlando Robinson, who, like, Jared Rhoden's on a 2-way. Orlando Robinson's probably not good enough to be on the roster next year, but might just because Raps have no center depth. I think people just want there to be a reason. Sorry, it's a 3. People want there to be a reason why the tank doesn't work because I don't know. They just can't come to grips with wanting to lose, but it's just it's the reality of the NBA. It's losing is important. Oh, I'm fucking cooked. What the fuck have I done? Shit. I didn't fix my fucking fantasy team in time for this. Shit. And Halliburton's out. I gotta drop somebody. Sorry, you don't care about this, but I gotta fix up my fantasy team real quick. And Malik Monk is in. I should have done this earlier. I just remembered to do this. I was supposed to do this earlier. All right. Apologies. There we go. I just think if IQ's going to be part of the future, we should play him with Scotty. They've barely played together since we traded for him. They've played together enough. They hang out together enough. They can build chemistry in the summer where they're playing next to a really good player they drafted, which we have a better chance of getting if they lose these games. AJ Lawson checking in for Jared Roden. Sure, like in-game chemistry matters. Again, it matters less than getting a good pick. I'm not trying to say chemistry is irrelevant, but it matters less than the prospect of a really good prospect joining your team in the draft. As Sar missed a 3 there. 10-9 for the Wizards. Layla comes in chat, says, wish they would get rid of daylight saving. Yeah, so this morning I didn't love walking to the gym in the dark again. I did enjoy walking home from work with the sun still out. So I don't mind spring forward daylight savings, especially because, in the summer we get later sunlight. I think that's cool. I despised winters or fall daylight savings where we fall back, and now it's dark at 4:30. I don't like that. I would like it to be always this time. I like lighter later in the day would feel better for me. So I like where we're at now. And days will get longer. It will get light in the morning again, but late in the day, I want there to be more light. Draft picks don't matter, but as always, number one doesn't mean anything. Only every once in a while. Like Wemby, like McDavid, and like Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg's in this draft. And if you don't get Cooper Flagg, there's 2 other players who in many other years would be worthy of a first overall pick, Even RJ's game, missing a bunch of free... Well, I wouldn't say the issue in RJ's game. I can, get past a guy who's shooting about what LeBron shoots from the line. The issue with his game is not the free throws. Could it be better? Yeah, but it's not the issue. 12-11 here. What's going on, YBN Fat Boy? One of our members checking in. Members have access to the exclusive Tuesday morning streams we are introducing on the channel Tuesdays at 7 a.m. Eastern Time. We are live for members at least until the end of the season. But maybe we will have member content in the summer. But at least till the end of the season, I'll be live Tuesday mornings at 8 a.m. 7 a.m. Come hang out live if you're awake. Watch later if you're not. Tomorrow I got some fun stuff planned. Do I want to win this game? I do not. I would definitely like them to lose. As you can see, I'm not really super invested into this game at the moment. Wow, Wizards in the bonus. We're doing a pretty good job so far. They're already in the bonus. So some content I had in mind. I will show ya. So I got inspiration off of a Raptors Twitter account. And yeah, I'm gonna basically I'm gonna steal the idea, but I'm going to do my own version of it. So it's like a grid that has like great player, loved by fans, average player, fans are divided, bad player, hated by fans. I'm gonna do my own version of this grid here. So shout outs to TJ Cook for the idea or the content I'm gonna steal. I will shout them out in the stream as well. I don't want to lose to Wizards. I think it'd be great if we lost to Wizards. They did this on Reddit. I think I saw that as well. I'm not well versed in the Raptors subreddit. I think the majority of the content I see pushed on the Raptors subreddit is not very good. My opinion, I don't agree with a lot of the opinions that are plastered across that subreddit. So for me, no. It's not for me. It's not for me. And there's probably a lot of people, and maybe a lot of the subreddit that doesn't like my content. So, it is what it is. I'm not saying I am the pinnacle of Raptors content. It's just not really for me. There's other stuff I use Reddit for. I'm starting to use it a lot more now that Twitter is becoming worse and worse. I wish I could leave Twitter. I cannot. There's just so much content in there I gotta see. There's so much I gotta see. All the sports news, all the people are on there that I enjoy content from. There's just enough to keep me going, and a lot of my work revolves around it. So, which is so bad. Yeah, so are we, man. I do wonder. You have to say at this point, like, there really isn't much reason to play Brandon Ingram the rest of the year. You may as well, if you can, just sit him out. Get him fresh for the offseason. Put in the work in the offseason. Get him ready for the new season. How much, like, freaking chemistry are we building, in 1 or 2 games of Brandon Ingram? Just let him chill. Everyone, because it's just gotten worse, but there's no replacement. That's the thing. It has gotten so much worse in the last year or so. Yeah, there's no replacement. There's nothing better. That's the thing. There's nothing better than it. It was a good moment to have to honor RJ Barrett's brother like that. He's already doing workouts. Yeah, but you don't have to play him. Just shut him down for the year. Anyways. Twitter, man. I'm just saying with Twitter, man. The bots are out of control. The search feature has gone to shit. The taking away verified badges is the fucking stupidest thing. Like, the amount of work that Twitter is putting in to implement ways to avoid parody content is ridiculous. They literally had a foolproof system. Did they have a check? That's the real person verified. They're trying to implement all this parody account tags on people's accounts and stuff. Like, you had a perfect system. You could still have Twitter Premium for people who don't want ads and want other shit. But To change the fucking name. They had one of the most recognizable names of any business ever, and they changed the name. Like, the amount of incompetency involved in the top of Twitter is insane. Anyways, Daniel Battle to put back. You don't see that every day. Oh my god, I haven't taken the door shot. Where is the ball? Oh my god, it's over there. You know, I with the door shot at this point, I just haven't made one. So I'm just every shot is a huge deal because I still haven't made one. You know, if I was like 2 out of 7, I'd just be like, I'll try to make one. But I wouldn't be like so nervous about it. Now I gotta make it, you know? AJ Lawson, 3 ball. Never back down, never give up. I won't give up. I will make a door shot before the season ends. I've been getting closer. Jordan Poole misses the 3 ball there. Raptors dominating on second chance points here. But only up by 4 as quickly maneuvers past Sarr and draws the foul. Raptors have taken the 4-point lead here. Twitter is too big to fail. It has gotten worse. A lot worse in the last year. It's still the best of its kind. By far. It's still worse. You know, if you win all 82 games in an NBA season, and then instead you win 58 but are still the 1 seed, yeah, you're still the best. You got a lot worse. You're not an 82-win team. You're a 58-win team. You're still the best. Doesn't mean you didn't get worse. What the fuck happened to Tyrese Halliburton? Playoff week in my fantasy team. Tyrese Halliburton injured. He's going to miss his 3rd straight game today. Could be 4. I mean, could be more. Fuck. Not good. We got Castleton in the game, and he tips the rebound there to Barrett. Who did we start? It was Barrett, Barnes, quickly as Barrett muscled his way to the rim for 2. And that was Roden and Robinson. I've seen some I saw today some alarming Orlando Robinson stats were brought up to me. I've noticed Orlando Robinson isn't a great rebounder from watching him. It turns out he is horrific at rebounding. Like, just horrible at rebounding. Like, yes, does he get a few rebounds here and there? Yeah. But all in all, with the chances he gets, he's horrible. We have Sumaya re-upping the membership. 11 months, Sumaya as a member has access. Yes. To the amazing membership streams. They're going live from now on. Tuesdays at 7 a.m. From now to the rest of the season, potentially beyond. 7 a.m. on Tuesdays. Thank you so much, Sumaya. Saying, I hope we lose by a lot. I know it pains Sumaya to say that. Sumaya wants the Raptors to succeed, but the best way for the Raptors to succeed right now is, unfortunately, to lose games. I want to watch every Raps game live next season. TSN, 41 games, $200. Sportsnet, 41 games, $180. A way to round it. NBA League Pass, VPN. I don't do that. I have TSN Sportsnet. It's messed up. It's a dirty game. I enjoy, the convenience of the streams. I watch other stuff on TSN and Sportsnet as well. But the convenience of being able to not have to find an illegal stream is worth the money. It's a dirty game. There's no winning. Yeah, I've heard good things about It's Always Sunny. I'm not much of a TV watcher, so I don't know if I'll ever get to it, but I have heard good things. And from some of the episodes I've seen, yeah, it's funny. Castleton throws it out of bounds. It looks like AJ Lawson actually made the mistake and didn't run his route, essentially. But Castleton's the one with the turnover there. Sorry, I read a comment. I lost my train of thought. League Pass won't work for apps in Ontario. It will if you have a VPN and League Pass doesn't think you're in Ontario. Koulibaly to the rim. Oh my goodness. Big dunk, and he fell hard on his head. Oh my God. Wow, oh my God, that was a scary play. I hope he is all right. There was no malice in anything Jamison Battle's done there. He's hurt. He was in the mask, and he's holding his face now. Koulibaly's still down here. Oh my God. Oh my God, they're actually going to show the replay. So he just hung up on the rim. He landed on his back more than anything. It wasn't his head, thankfully. His arm kind of bent the wrong way. Didn't look like Jamison Battle had done anything really to cause that. And he looks okay here. Thankfully, did not land on his head. And he says, okay, that's good to hear. They'll review it. It didn't look initially like Jamison Battle had done anything malicious there. As Battle has headed to the locker room for treatment. What's going on, Mr. Bro? By the way, guys, as a reminder, we do have merch still available for y'all. We have shirts and hats and stickers. If you guys want some merch, I'm heading to the post office tomorrow. So if you did grab some merch, that'd be great because I'd ship it out tomorrow. And it would save me doing extra trips. And you get it quicker. So grab yourself some merch. Get it quicker than maybe normally. Get some cool stuff. And support the channel. Check out the shirts. Check out the hats. Check out the stickers. Stickers. 3 for $6. 1 for $3. 2 for $5. Shirts are $35. Hats are $50. Fair prices, I think. Quality merchandise. Quality product. All handled by myself. And if you don't even want to pay shipping, I'll deliver it if you're within reasonable distance in Toronto. It's nice weather again. I'll ride my bike. I'll ride my bike over to you. I don't know how you can watch every Raptors game. I get depression, Mr. Bro says. Well, I didn't watch Saturday. I skipped it. I skipped the stream for that one, to be fair. I love watching the Raps development. Next year, they will make the playoffs easily. I don't know about easily, but they should very much make the playoffs. When is Ingram play? Maybe not till next season, Christian, actually. Vibing Fat Boy thinking of getting some merch. That'd be great if you did. I think you'd enjoy the stuff you got, and I think, well, I know you'd be supporting the channel really well. I know I'd appreciate that very much. Carolina commercials are a little strange now that he's gone. He really gives it all for these commercials, though. I agree, Christian. I do think we'd trade. Well, the RJ trade only makes sense if you get a good return. I think if you can get a good return, you've got to trade him, like a solid return. I'm not trying to sell off just for selling's sake and getting a bad deal. Let's see. Does not appear Jamison Battle's done anything to warrant extra onto that foul. So, and nothing was called. Koulibaly did miss his free throw. And the Raptors have the rebound. Are they in the bonus now? I think they might be. Koulibaly took his free throw and then now will be heading to the locker room for what I assume will be some sort of concussion protocol. He has to shoot the free throw so that he is eligible to return. Now, I haven't thought about this. That is a mistake by the NBA. So they have the rule in place that if you don't take your free throw, you cannot come back in the game. So let's say your shit player gets hacked and has to go to the line. You can just say, oh, he's injured actually, and he comes out and they let somebody who's really good shoot the free throw instead. And then the player just comes back, oh, actually, I'm fine. They come back in the game having not had to take the free throws. So for me, that's a good rule. However, for concussion protocol like that, if a player is heading to concussion protocol, they should absolutely positively not be taking that free throw, because if they missed a free throw like Koulibaly did, it was a live ball, and that player who may now be concussed has to continue to play for however long it takes for the ball to stop. So there really needs to be a stipulation in place where a player heading to concussion protocol does not have to take that free throw, because it'd be very unsafe potentially if they did take that free throw and missed and the play didn't stop. There should be some extra stipulation that the player can return if it is concussion protocol related, as deemed by a third party, which there should always be a third party watching every professional sports game to determine if a player should be entering concussion protocol to keep the players as safe as possible. Anyways, that's my spiel. AJ Lawson knocks down another three here. Shout out the Canadian. They had Gary Trent on the Gillette commercial to start the year this year, Ronnie says. That's true. It always is a bit strange. But hey, they've invested in the athlete. You know, they want to get their money's worth, right? As Kispert misses at the rim there. LaMelo Ball for RJ. No, I don't think even PlayStation would allow that. A good return at shooting guard and center. It's hard to do that, man. Guys who can shoot are tough to get, and I'm not sure if RJ gets that sort of trade done. Why, Fabo, you really like the car shirt? I love the car shirt. I love the design. The artist I commissioned to make the design absolutely fucking crushed the design. I love it. I think you'll love it if you do grab yourself some merch. Why being a fat boy? If you do want to pick up some merch, anybody, the link is at the top of the description. Just head over to the merch link. Send me a message. I don't got any employees. You're messaging me directly. I'm shipping it. I'm the one packing the orders. I'm the one bringing them to the post office. And then from then it's the delivery, sir. I'm not. Well, in some cases I am delivering it, actually, if you're close enough. But anyways, rest assured, there's quality assurance on my end for every step of the way up until them sending the package to you. Nets are getting crushed. We got to lose this game, bro. And that three by the Wizards ties this game up at 30. 1 minute to go in the first quarter as Barnes zips his pass too high for Shed. It's a turnover. The greatest basketball mind I have ever seen, I'm not going to say the name because I'm about to disagree with this take, said we should trade our first-round pick if we don't get first overall for Walker Kessler. Wow. I don't know who this is that's commenting this. This is a really bad take. You have a center, Jakob Poeltl. You don't have a cost-controlled, high-quality player, which you're, I think, getting with your first-round pick. Roden knocks down the three this time. If we have the second overall pick, you'd rather have Walker Kessler, who wouldn't start, over fucking Dylan Harper or Ace Bailey. That's crazy. Trade a top 7 pick, maybe a second overall pick for a backup center is fucking crazy. You could say, then you just trade Poeltl. Like, why put in all this extra work to maneuver things when you can just draft a really good player? Trade Pascal for Kevin Love and JaVale McGee. Okay, now you're trolling. Or you also don't know ball. Half-court heave by the Wizards at the buzzer, and it's 33-33. It's been an entertaining game. It's tough for me to get invested in a game. I don't want the Raptors to win. But it's been decent. It's been some good action. And end of the first, it is 33-33. So, as part of the changes to the channel content, which I spoke about, mainly being the additional Tuesday morning streams for members that have been thrown into the mix, in doing so, I took away post-game shows on the watch parties. because they weren't getting views in the Clips channel, and that was kind of the goal of the post-game shows. It's come to my attention, there are people who literally just go to the watch party, the end of the watch parties, to watch the post-game shows. So we're bringing back the post-game shows on this channel. I don't understand why there would be anybody who skipped to the end of the streams just to watch the post-game show when literally the post-game shows were clipped and posted onto the Clips channel. But maybe I didn't promo it enough. I felt like I did. Anyways, post-game shows are back in a lesser capacity to live streams. I'll stick around for 5-10 minutes talking about the game, answering some questions. But they will still no longer be a part of the Clips channel. Because if you do want to watch them, you can, I guess, come here. But yeah, they're back. One person commented they want the post-game shows back. I said, you know what? Fuck it. Fine. I'm a man of the people, man of the person sometimes. But if one person says it, maybe there's like 2 or 3 that think it. So for them, post-game shows are back on the live streams after 1 game away. Skyward's actually a franchise player. I think it could be. Maybe not. But I think it could be. But they also got Brandon Ingram. So maybe he's your franchise player. I don't think this person is a great basketball mind if they think a second overall pick is worth Walker Kessler and they're Pascal. If you're a Pascal hater, I think very big tell. Like, it's like doing this instead of the German 3. It's a tell. I think it's a case of I think you can't respect Siakam and his game for Toronto and what he did for Toronto. I think you may not know ball. I think Fred VanVleet's a good case of that as well. I think if you hated Fred VanVleet and thought he made the Raptors worse, you probably struggle in other areas of understanding what it takes to win basketball games. I think that's a mean way of putting it, but I think that's the reality. The Raptors won more when he played. The Rockets are winning a lot more when he plays this year. Like people compared Fred VanVleet to Dennis Schroeder when we signed him. Oh, horrible takes. Anyways, if we get Flag, would Barnes still be the most important player for the Raptors? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Cooper Flag would be the guy. Barnes would probably no longer be completely, utterly untouchable like he is right now. Well, untouchable to a certain extent. You know, Luka Doncic got traded, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Crazy in 20. I'd get your basketball takes elsewhere, by the way. It's 36-33 for Washington. Second quarter is underway. 10:35 to go in the half. Who do we trade if we get Flag? Still probably RJ. But again, I made a video saying they should trade RJ. I wasn't clear enough on this. Sometimes I have like asterisks as Barnes makes in mid-range there. Sometimes there's like asterisks that kind of matter that don't bring up. Like, for instance, I'm not suggesting just you got to dump RJ, essentially. You have to trade him, dump him for anything you can get. I'd rather keep RJ than make a bad trade. Right? Crazy 20, you said the greatest basketball mind I've ever seen, which means you concur with what this person is saying more often than not, or else they wouldn't be the greatest basketball mind you've ever seen. A little Van Vliet and Jamal Shedd's game. I mean, I guess they're both short point guards, but Shed isn't. I mean, Fred's game revolved around 3-point shooting. And I guess defensively, there's some similarities. Point of attack, defense, deflections, steals. But the offense is different. I mean, maybe there's some flashes in there. But small guard, I suppose. Would that be the same for Dylan Hart, Dylan or Ace? Yeah, I'm pretty much like whoever we draft. Probably not room for RJ, but again, don't just dump him. Mr. Bro, you worry too much about positions. You're worrying too much. Bullet Bill, what's going on? How you doing? Happy Monday? Is it happy? Happy to see another day, no matter what. Hope you're well. One of our OGs, true OGs, Bullet Bill, by the way. True OGs were here for the Twitch days and like the before Twitch days. That's Bullet Bill. Oh, would Ace or Dylan be the most important player like flag for us? I don't know. I guess we'd have to see how they look. Cooper, I'm very, very confident Cooper is a safe bet to go all in. Ace Bailey and Dylan Harper, I guess we'd have to see. But it wouldn't matter because they'd both be playing and we wouldn't have to make any rash decision there. Same with Cooper. I mean, they all play together and see how it looks first. And I guess to a certain extent, there's no harm in seeing how RJ looks with the guys. But the idea of Barrett having to play a more spacing off-ball role is it's a little worrying for me. As Roden hits another three. Lawson and Roden combining for some spacing today. I feel like not like I'm some holy being or anything. I felt like I took a large brunt of, the Siakam criticism. I went out of my way a lot of the times to defend him, as I did for Fred VanVleet. Is that AJ Johnson? I think it is. Recent Bucks first round pick, who was traded in the Kuzma deal. Top three should be franchise changing, but you do have the cases like, respectfully, Otto Porter Jr., Evan Turner, Scoot Henderson, who might be coming around a little bit, but I think there's some regrets there in hindsight. Ooh, Roden open again for three. This one doesn't go. AJ Lawson tried to mash it back, but just kind of stuffed by the rim. Roden fouled hard going up, and he is heading to the free throw line. Yeah, Crazy 20. My bad for not, picking up sarcasm that was very clearly not stated. My bad. How's I to know? Roden at the line. I said last stream, but just if anybody doesn't know, Jared Roden was signed on a 2-year two-way contract. So he is on a two-way contract for next season as well. He could still get waived before that. He could still earn a standard NBA deal before that, but he's a 2-year two-way contract. Is Vukovic at the rim for the Wizards. Makes it a 1-point game, 44-43. Jamal, shout out to Robinson. Is he going to fire away for three? Yes, he is. It doesn't go here. Raptors 3 of 13 in the quarter, kind of allowing the Wizards back into the game. That's okay. Here is AJ Johnson. He got Kispert for three, and that's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to do. Any fun trips planned? Yes, actually. So I'm going to England in the summer for a wedding. I was going to Europe in the summer regardless. However, I have a relative getting married in the summer. So I'm going to be at the wedding in England in late July. And then that trip will turn into Italy in early August. So I'll be in England late July, Italy early August. I'll be in Italy for 8 days. I'll be in England for 5 days. And then when I return from Italy, I'll be back for 2 days. And then I'm on a business trip to Las Vegas. And I'll be in Las Vegas for 5 days, 4 nights, which I am also excited for, even though it is a business trip. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, yes, I'm going to be basically 3 weeks straight of vacation. Not vacation. 2 weeks vacation. I come back and immediately I'm on a business trip where I really will be not doing much work. I'll be doing a lot of networking. But I'll also be enjoying myself. Yeah. That's going to be fun. Anyway, how about you guys? Anybody got any cool trips lined up? David says, in the battle to tank for Cooper Flag, Raptors winning by 2. Sixers going here. Yeah. No doubt a close game, David. No doubt indeed. Yeah, low natural. I wouldn't personally at the moment not condone, but I wouldn't recommend trips to the U.S. I would, find somewhere else to go. However, it is a business trip that is being supplied by my business. I'm going to take that opportunity. Plus, there is a conference in the U.S. that we are going to. It is what it is. But if you could avoid a U.S. trip, you could avoid it. Are you married? I am not married. No, I am not. I am soon to be married, though. We're not getting Cooper. We need a high pick. We might get Cooper. We might get a high pick. Who knows? Make fun of Alex Len all you want, but he may not be the best defender. He may not be the best runner. He may not be the best scorer. Yeah, make fun of him all you want, indeed. Philip says, doing a Europe trip late May, early June. That'll be fun. I've been to Europe a few times. I've been to England 3 times. I was in Scotland briefly on one of those trips. I've been to Italy once. I've been to Greece once. It's awesome. It's awesome. Where in England? Unfortunately, I'm flying into London. Yeah, London. So I'll be in London. I have family there as well, and then I'll be in Manchester. I had considered Glasgow and Edinburgh. If I had done a solely England trip, that was definitely in consideration. But the fact I'm also going to Italy means I want to go to Manchester, which I've been to before. We want to go back. Also, a family there, and London. But one day I do want to return to Edinburgh. And I've never been to Glasgow. If I still went, yeah. Maybe I'll do like a sub tier or a member tier and get invited to my wedding. I'm not gonna do that. Do Paris then Rome. I'm not going to Rome actually. I'm going to Bari, which is a southern city of Italy. I will not be in Rome. I've been to Rome. I don't need to see it again. Rome is okay. Bari, I have family there. Beaches. Authentic feel to it. That'll be fun. Catch some rays, get on the beach, drink some Peronis, eat some fucking pasta and focaccia and panzeratos. That'll be good. Go peep Cardiff in Wales, like a couple hour train ride, 6 hours. I'm not in England long enough to go to these spots. I would on like a sole UK trip. I'm sure one day I will try Cardiff as well. Unfortunately, not this one. I'm going to be in London for 2 days and Manchester for 3 days. I don't have enough time to do these other spots, but I did consider that as well. I've also been to Milan before. I've already been to Milan. I don't need to go back. Didn't love Milan. I'd go back if I was going to a soccer game to go to the San Siro again, but I don't know. I don't need to really go back. Body, I'm just chilling. I don't want to be moving around once I'm in Italy. Once I'm in Italy, I'm chilling. I'll be chilling. But I do appreciate the recommendations. Flying to London as well, then Paris, Belgium, and Lisbon. Oh, that's gonna be great, Philip. That's going to be great. I'd love to go try Belgium one day. Get some food. I mean, I'm all in it for the food. I'm excited to go to my favorite pub in Manchester, get a full English breakfast, then get some beers at dinner. Lawson again for 3. My goodness. Why is Alex still in the NBA? You know, there's just a need for big bodies who are 7 feet tall. He has just carved out a decade-long job of being a big guy in the league, you know? Fly to Milan, straight to train station. Oh, I'm flying into Bari. I'll be good. I'm a fly in from Manchester to Bari. I don't got to worry about it. Battle for 3. Lands it. And 52-46. Although on my way home from Italy, I am flying into Rome, then Toronto. Wyman Fatboy sent in his super chat. Thank you so much for sending it in. 8-0 run by the Raptors has them up 6. And Sarr is fouled by Castleton, looking to end that run. Did I see Perkins say LeBron is better than Jokic? I didn't. Listen, ESPN is an entertainment company. They're not about getting the best basketball minds or sporting minds. They're an entertainment company, and they don't care if they have the best at dissecting basketball. YBN Fabulous said, I'm going to DR. Oh, Dominican Republic on the 29th. Wow, Dominican be fun. I'd love to go to Dominican one day. Just catch some rays. I don't think, honestly, I'd love to go one day. I don't think, unfortunately, I'll ever end up going because there's like other spots I'd like to hit before that. But I would definitely like to see it one day. Maybe one day if I'm rich enough to just do traveling all the time, which I won't be. Japan. That is high on my list of places. That's top 10. I don't think it's top 5. It's top 10. Would I tank every game or play the same every game? I think they should tank every game. Just lose every game. Colin Castleton, I mean, we got Colin Castleton big minutes, so we are trying, I guess. We have Barnes under 7.5 boards. How many he got? I feel like if you're betting something, you should have access to statistics. But he's got 5, Sanford. He's got 5 right now. Jokic is so good right now. It's unprecedented in NBA history. He's yeah, he's creeping into top 10 all-time convos, which I know I just lit off a fuse, but dude, Jokic is sensational what he's doing. He has 3 MVPs. It's possible he'll win a 4th at some point. Like, he's in an elite category. Bub Carrington knocks down a 3 ball. 56-52 for the Raptors right now. Next, my high on my list of vacation spots, if I can ever do them. Norway's very high on my list, as it is for my fiance. I'll never be upset to go back to England or Italy, which is where I have family. I think me and my fiance will honeymoon in Hawaii, so that's going to be nice. I haven't looked into prices, but we just want to sit on a beach. Hawaii's on the list. Is that like the top 2? That's the top 2. It might be. Oh, France. It's probably high. Scotland again, very high. Those are the ones that come top of my head. You have to go YB and Fat Boy. No problem. Thanks so much for tuning in, and thank you for your consideration and grabbing yourself some merch. I appreciate it. Maybe one day. AJ lost in the line here. Misses his second free throw. Has it back. Raptors up 5 and get the rebound. Barrett down low to Castleton. And he is swatted away by Sarr. Out in transition. Carrington for 3. A little off balance. Take that on balance, man. Quickly for 3. Doesn't go. Castleton, offensive rebound. Down low to Barnes. Out to Lawson. Up top to Barrett. For a 3 again. Doesn't go. Rebound to Carrington. If we get a good pick with Brandon Ingram, we may be like a 44-win team or even higher next year. Depends how good the pick is. Depends how good Brandon Ingram is. How healthy the team is. It could be a dangerous team. It could be a dangerous team for sure. Where's the 2014 pick number 3? Got Draisaitl. Barnes went 4th. Mitch also 4th. Which is, yeah. Getting high picks helped your team. Poole sets back on quickly. Oof, got some separation. Big separation and hits the 3. 59-55. Barrett underneath. Layup doesn't go and the rebound is wrestled away by Sarr. Wizards still battling to get back in the game as Lawson is called for a foul there, a blocking foul. Castleton's given some solid minutes here against the Wizards. Good level for him here. That's true. I didn't think about this, Matthew, but Toronto does seem like a pretty desirable destination for the top 10. Now, the most desirable would be the Thunder if they had a pick. Well, actually, I don't know if it would be, because if you get drafted by the Raptors, you're going to have a pretty large role. You're going to have a pretty large role. And you're going to be on a team that's competing. OKC, you'll never play. And other teams in this area are going to be really bad again next year, probably. Raptors seem like a pretty desirable destination. Instead of Hawaii, it is U.S. That's fair. It is U.S. Go Fiji. I suppose it depends on the prices, but that's a pretty good call. It would also depend, like, I'm all for, the vacations where, I'm learning I'm learning the local life. I'm learning the public transit. I'm getting the authentic cuisine and everything. I'm all for those trips. It has been discussed our honeymoon is not going to be that trip. It is going to be a resort. It is going to be chilling on a beach and not doing much. It's going to be just not doing much work, just, cooking anything. It's going to be chilling. Man, a couple of these crazy buzzer beaters, I remember these when they happened. Late 2010s. A lot of crazy plays in Raptors Wizards history. They're also probably going to show the Gary Trent buzzer beater 3. Yeah, the Gary Trent one. I remember that very well, watching on stream with y'all. And then Shed one a couple days ago that unfortunately he missed. And they didn't really care that they lost. What have we become? I ain't going to China, Matthew. I might go to Japan. I would love to go to Japan. What's Fiji like? Fiji got resorts I can hang out at? What a great country to knock off a list, by the way. Fiji. Everyone goes to Hawaii. We'll see. After the wedding, I'm not sure how much money I've got to go on a honeymoon, so if any. Martinique as well. Martinique's a good one. Adam Weston, you're a travel agent. Man, what have you not been? Good grief. Martinique. I could consider that as well. Yeah. North Korea. I will keep these in mind, Adam. For sure. I'm all for the anti-U.S. Martinique's cheaper than Hawaii as well. This is great info. I will have to come up with the facilities for this, but one day this trip will happen. And Martinique, I'm going to look into. But I do believe you. Jamal Shed fires away for 3. front rim in the hands of Barrett. A lot of offensive rebounds for us, man. Barrett misses again, but Raptors get another offensive rebound. I personally would rather go to the U.S. than China, but I don't really have a strong desire to, I guess, plan a trip to either. Although I am going to Vegas, as I said, on a business trip, so hypocritical. Jordan Poole for 3. It's way off the mark. It's out of bounds for Raptors ball. 59-57. It's close. It's close. And we could pull some guys later in the game. It's close. Barnes bringing it over half court. Goes to Quickly. 35 seconds to go in the half. And the Raptors turn it over. Carrington has it. Behind the back to George. Now JT Thor for 3 straight away. And he gives the Wizards the lead. 60-59. Guadalupe as well. Many good resorts, better food. Ooh. Work my way through school. So travel agent. What an interesting job. What's TA that I'm not picking up on? TA. What is TA? At the buzzer, Poole for 3. He's not fouled. Wants a call. And the Raptors will head into halftime down by 1. RJ Barrett talking a little bit of smack with Bub Carrington. Interesting. Oh, TA tried. Oh, as travel agent or Guadalupe. Okay. Yeah, look into all these. Only 638 to Martinique. What's that? For like a package? I go for like a week. I do enjoy parts of the US for like I really like Vegas when I went. I love New York. I like going to sporting events, right? Round trip flights. $638 each for round trip flights to Martinique. So it's a lot cheaper than going to England, I'll tell you that. Hopefully soon we can go back to being friends with the U.S. But who knows? No KFC Martinique. I think I'll live. Guadalupe Menegos. I will look into this. Something different. There is in theory one person in the way of this relationship. Yes. Hopefully it can get resolved. Anyways, on to the game that I'm not super invested in because I don't care if they win or lose. But judging by the minutes distribution, neither do the Raptors. A lot of minutes coming to the bench. AJ Lawson, the most profitable of those bench players, with 16 points on 4 of 8 shooting. He's at 3 threes. Quickly is 3 of 9 with 9. Barnes is 2 of 9 with 5. Robinson it's Battle leading the way at +7, even though he's only got 2 of 6. RJ Barrett's 3 of 9 as well. So the main guys aren't doing much, but we're splitting minutes around. We're splitting touches around. They're doing the same. It's a game nobody really wants to win. And for that reason, it's not of high quality. The Raptors are shooting 34%, but since they have 19 offensive rebounds, they are in this game. So if the Wizards fix up on the glass, they will win this game. We will see. Yeah, I'm not diving into a political debate. We ain't doing that. Yeah, Barnes should probably be doing better against this Wizards defense. 100%. All right, let's do the Pirtle. So I can also skip all this political nonsense. All right. I haven't done the Pirtle in a little bit. I actually don't know who I should use as my my player to start us off. Who should I start as my player on Pirtle now? Because Mikal Bridges has shifted to a guard forward, and therefore I no longer really want to use him. Okay, he's a guard. Has to be a forward. I need a guy who's in like the middle, like average height, middle position, which is forward. I'm gonna look at like trying to find look at some forwards. Okay, forwards we could try. That are only forwards, nothing else. That are like 27 years old, you know? I think Barrett would probably be like a guard forward. Also, I don't want to use a Raptors player first. Because I use a Raptors player first. Like, I can get the Raptors players off a couple guesses. So I don't want to waste down the Raptors. How old's Josh Hart? Actually, he's probably small. Josh Hart, height in feet. If he's like, yeah, he's 6'4", isn't he? Yeah, he's 6'4". Can't be using Josh Hart. Cam Johnson, maybe? Cam Johnson's got to be like 27. Cam Johnson might be the man. $29. All right, fuck it. I don't want to waste too much time debating which player to start with. So we're going to start with Cam Johnson for the Pirtle today. Cameron, we're going to use the Govey, bro. Cameron Johnson, he's 6'8". Yeah, that's fine to start with in the Atlantic. So the player we have here is a 6'9" or 6'10" forward. Strictly forward, who is 26 years or younger. So strictly forward, not a center, not a guard. Okay. In the East, but not the Atlantic. All right. We can cook with this. Is it Evan Mobley? Is Evan Mobley 6'11"? Nah. Mobley wears number 4, doesn't he? So it actually can't be. I believe Mobley wears number 4, which would mean he cannot be this player, actually. So we skip him. Patrick Williams 6'9"? I think he is. Patrick Williams works, I think. Who else could work here? Banchero could work. I think. I mean, yeah, I think so. Tall forward. I don't think Banchero will be listed as like a center potentially. That'd be pretty evil, I think. Okay. I'll give Patrick Williams was my first thought. I'll give him a go. Wow, he's 6'8". I thought he was 6'9". I thought he was taller. So that's wrong. Anyways, our player is 23. Our player is 23. And Banchero was in the same... No, he was in the same draft class as Patrick Williams, actually. But he could be 23. Patrick Williams went in 2020. Banchero went... No, Banchero went 2022. It cannot be Banchero. Not Banchero. So same draft era as Patrick Williams, so 2020-ish. Okay, and we are in the Southeast Division confirmed. Okay. 23. Brandon Miller's too young. How old is Jalen Johnson on the Hawks? He's got to be around 23, no? He's injured. Would they put an injured player on this Pirtle? Maybe they would. Miami. Oh, could be like, could be Jovic. Could be, who's the long-haired guy on Miami? Jovic would probably be a forward center. Who's the long-haired guy on Miami? Oh, my God. Why am I blanking on his name? The guy from UCLA. Oh, boy. What's his name? All right, let's hope it's not Miami. It might be him though. Washington, we're playing them right now. I can't think of a player that's fitting this description at the moment. Okay. Let's try Jalen Johnson. So, great guess, by the way. Oh, he's number 1, but otherwise, good guess. Good guess. Southeast Division, which we know. Charlotte, I can't think of the guy. What is the guy's name on Miami? Y'all are probably writing it in chat. Oh, my God. I'm such a casual right now. You probably think I'm such a fraud. I don't think I'm gonna remember his name. Okay, I'm gonna guess Jovic to make sure it's not Miami. Okay, it's not Miami. Also, this was a pretty good guess, but he's not old enough. Okay, it wasn't him anyways. Okay, so we're either Charlotte, Washington, or Orlando. Is Banchero 23? Banchero 22. 6%. Is it Banchero? Oh, is it Franz, actually? It might be Franz. Because he's... Yeah, okay. Maybe could have gotten that earlier, but not bad. 5. All right. 5. Jaime Jaquez. Wow. Just completely blanked on his name. That was a guy I was looking for, yes. RJ Barrett's younger than AJ Lawson, Jared Rhoden, and Atlanta Robinson. Isn't that crazy? G. Bell was too old for that. It was Franz Wagner. Nobody in chat got it before me. I need a new player to start with, though. I want a 27-year-old forward. I guess we could keep it with Mikal Bridges. Let's deal with the guard forward stuff. Anyways. Oh, 905 Yada has become a member. Another month of membership for 905 Yada. Thank you so much for sending in 905 Yada. Very, very, very much appreciated. Wow. Well over 2 years at this point of amazing support for the channel, for the community. Thank you to 905 Yada for doing that. Supporting what we do here. It means a lot. Reminder, 4 members like 905 Yada going to be starting to go live Tuesday mornings at 7 a.m. to just hang out. Cover some general NBA topics. Cover some Raptors topics. Live for an hour. Got some fun stuff planned for tomorrow morning. So I hope to see you there. If I don't, maybe check it out later in the day when you're awake, because it is early. But like I said earlier in the stream, 7 a.m. Tuesday, nothing will come up on my schedule that will stop me from doing the stream. All right, before the second half starts, I'm just going to grab some water, and I will be right back for the second half. Drop a like while I'm gone. Make sure you hit the like button, everybody. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I also realized I haven't done the door shot yet. And my fiance is going to the gym soon, so I would like to get that shot in. All right, second half started. Raptors are up. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Not to rush myself, but let's do it now. Let's get it done. Let's get this bucket. Let's get back on track. I still haven't missed one shot. I haven't made one shot. Sorry. Yes. All right. Today's the day. This is fucking ridiculous at this point. Am I wrong? This is fucking ridiculous. What, like, what am I meant to do? What am I meant to do? That left my hands, and I'm like, in. On its way out. On its way out of my hands. I'm like, in. That's it. Oh my God. Bro, they will not go in. It will not go in. I'm angry about that one. Like, I have done my job. I think as a shooter there, and I just cannot get a bounce. I cannot get anything to go my way. Is it bad on here too? And I gotta do it all over. I gotta make another good shot. Good release? Dude, no way. Oh my God. One more time. Stunned. Just absolutely stunned. Will I go 0 of 10 on the new net? It's possible. It's possible, guys. Just keep trying so you see what a made shot looks like. No practice. No practice, guys. I don't deviate. Except for that time I was really drunk and couldn't make any either. All right. Well, hopefully the Wizards win and make me. Yeah, they do cheer me up, Matucci. Jeez. Call me Cleo. Call me whatever, man. I've been called worse than that. McDaniel's better than me. He signed a 10-day somebody, right? He's somewhere. That's the one that got away. When I inevitably go like 0 of 15, that will be the one that got away. I've had some rough bounces off the rim. Some, look, out of those 9, 6, yeah, I missed. 2 of them rimmed out. Like, man, they could have gone. That one, crazy. That one, I'm stunned. Hasn't gone. Yeah, like for my sorrow, please. Like for the fact I'm up until 2 a.m. working tonight and then 5 hours later, I'm live for you. The members, that's my choice. But even if I was up at 8 at my normal time, I'm up late working. Support your boy. I rushed home from the office to be here with y'all. And I'm very happy I did. Having a good time today. Thank you, everybody, for supporting. Video will be out tomorrow as well on the channel. Apologies for the lack of videos lately. I need to once again push myself to do 3 a week. I need to get back to 3 a week next week because this week's a little bit busy. But this week, Tuesday and we got to do Tuesday, Thursday. It's got to be. I got to get back on. Yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday game, Tuesday, Thursday videos this week. I got one coming out tomorrow, one coming out Thursday. But I want to get back to 3 a week. I want to get back. I want to start doing Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. In clutch, Ben Simmons for 3 or Jacob for 3. Listen, I've had some clutch moments from 3 in my very brief basketball on-court career. I can't say the same for Ben Simmons. Rec league in university. I recall my team down 3. Last possession of the game. We call a play for me. My teammates completely, utterly, my friends. my friends completely botched the play, completely failed to get me open for 3. So I pop up. The play is a disaster. I have to yell at my friend to pass the ball into me because he wouldn't pass it. So I yelled, pass me the ball. I got the ball. I was double teamed. I looked around with all due respect to my friends who I shared the court with. We only had 4 guys. It was 4 on 5 because you have to have a girl on the floor, and both of our girls decided not to show up to every game, actually, in the end. But so we were 5 on 4. I looked at my friends. Listen, I'm not a great basketball player. I'm better than all my friends at basketball. I decided my double-teamed contested 3 had a better chance than one of them hitting an open 3. Thankfully, they had a big on me, and they had a shorter woman on me. Thankfully, the woman was playing me. I was like top of the key. Thankfully, she was playing me right in front. I still remember. This is a highlight of like my basketball life. She played right in front of me. The guy was off to the side. So if I like moved or anything, he was there. We needed a 3 though. We were down 3. Thankfully, the girl was right in front of me, so I just decided to shoot over her. I make it. My friends come swarm me. 7 seconds still on the clock. I said, get the fuck back on defense right now. We hustle back on defense. The big guy walks up, pulls up for 3 as the buzzer goes. The door shot I just had where it rimmed out, did that. I'm under the rim watching it. Just loop out, and we tie the game. And it was no overtime because it was like a lot of games scheduled. So we tied. But it was that. We tied because of my 3 ball. That was pretty cool. But I drew up. No, my fiance, who was my girlfriend at the time, actually did play in some of the league games, even though she did not go to school with us. Because she came to visit, and we had no girls on our team, because both the girls who said they play with us didn't show up to any games. And so we oftentimes found replacement women. This was not one of those games. And, 5 on 4. You know how to play defense? You know how hard it was to tie a game with 4 not very good basketball players against 5, who maybe weren't great either. But we were playing 4v5. None of us are very good. Do you understand how to play defense when you are 4 people? We had to play a diamond zone, a 1-2-1 zone. So we had 1 at the point of attack, just that. You got to meet the point guard at the top. You got to meet the point guard. You got to disrupt that right away. Then we had 2 on the wings who had to kind of flare out to the 3-point line. Thankfully, there's not like lethal shooting in this league. You had to flare out to the 3-point line. If they go to the side, ultimately cover space. Then you had me just fucking sitting in the paint. Wood 3 in the key rules, having to constantly, shift out of the paint, but just rim protection. And the diamond, like this, if the ball goes out to this corner, the diamond has to shift like this. So we bring down one of the wings into the paint. I shift to the other side of the paint with a light contest to the corner, and then we're playing a square, basically. A box and 0 at that point. It was a very intricate defensive system we had to deploy as a zone, and we worked actually quite hard in the 5 minutes before the game to make sure we knew how to do it. But we did well with it, and we tied. And had other games where we had to play 5v4 as well. Against good teams, which we did okay, but lost. But yeah, that 3 I hit, the play design, is a good play. I was going to be open for 3. Horribly executed on all fronts. The greatest moment of my basketball career is when I blocked a teacher on a corner 3 in a 3-on-3 pickup game. That's pretty cool. In high school, my team played against the local police department in a charity game. And they were good. They beat us. But good moment from that game. Whole, big-ass crowd at this one. Usually we didn't have a big crowd. But we had a big-ass crowd since it was during class and people got to go instead of go to class. I will always recall this as well. I had baseline. I caught the ball at the base. This was before I knew enough about basketball to understand, winning basketball. So I'm on the baseline for a catch and shoot 2, essentially. I caught the ball. The cop under the rim looked at me and did this. Just waved me off. The disrespect. So I knew I had to drill that baseline 2 on him. And that was cool. Also, first play of the game. Listen, I'm not good at basketball. First play of the game. I get a steal. They had the ball. They won the jump. I get a steal at the point of attack. I get a steal. I run the court full speed. I got fucking 3 cops on my ass as I'm barreling to the rim. If you think an open layup in front of the crowd at full speed with 3 cops on your ass is a gimme, listen, you don't understand my level of basketball. Thankfully, I made it. I went no backboard. I just went I jumped up when I was healthier, as close to the rim as possible, and just let it drop in. That was scary. We played a high school team from a downtown Detroit team. They cleaned their clock. I'm talking of my basketball exploits. I have played a basketball game in prison before. My high school team went to a local prison in Brampton and played against their team. They beat us by a lot. It was a pretty interesting experience overall. How did the door shot go today? Nate D, it was tragic. There's no other word for it better than that. It was tragic. So we get some cops in the room to hit some door. Yeah, I think so. I made a 3 in that prison game, and my coach, as I had the ball, was kind of guiding us, and I took a shot from 3, and I could audibly hear him go, "Oh, a 3." As in, Jacob, why the fuck did you just shoot that? But I went in. I didn't like that coach. He didn't understand my game. He didn't understand. I'm a hustler. Listen, I'm not the lead ball handler. I'm not the guy putting up the most shots. I'm a hustler. I'm going to get a ton of rebounds. I'm going to be a horrible matchup on defense. No, I'm going to be a bad matchup on defense, not horrible. I'm going to do the dirty work. But no, he didn't. There was no role for that on his team. Grade 11. So in theory, grade 11, 12 team. Grade 11, you should play less than you do in grade 12. I played a shit ton of minutes grade 11. Small ball center. I found my role. Grade 12, it didn't happen. Mind you, I played on a bad high school team. I've never claimed to be good at basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Good enough to be the best player on a rec team, but that's about it. I did average double-double, my most recent rec league. They did keep stats. My claim to fame. Thankfully, no, this is not the peak of my life. This is the peak of my basketball life, though. So this is peak basketball for me, these things. Thankfully, I accomplished more in my my main sport, which is not basketball. AJ Lawson is on fire, dude. AJ Lawson's going to win us this game, dude. We do have Garrett Temple minutes, by the way. So I will, as Champagne puts in, I'll give Garrett Temple a shout out. Too early for Temple time, man. What has happened to the team that I love? Jamal Shed gets his own miss. A lot of offensive rebounds. AJ Lawson in the corner again. Man, you should probably guard this guy. AJ Lawson has hit another three. AJ Lawson now, what's he sitting at? AJ Lawson is up to 25 points on 6 of 8 3-point shooting. AJ Lawson's going for 40. Barrett for 3. No good. Rebound Temple. Lawson, just shoot it, bro. Oh, you got to heat check that. You absolutely should have heat checked that, AJ. Barrett goes to the rim instead and finishes. All right. Right play, but man. My guy should have heat checked himself. I was so good, my teammates bought me a jersey with pylon printed on the back. That's funny. I was never that bad. I always had defense. I always was able to move my feet well. Anyways, yeah, call some cops on me so I make a shot. Have a cop wave me off to my face, and maybe I'll make a door shot. RJ 5 assists shy of a triple-double. I don't think he'll get there, but he's filling up the stat sheet despite the 5 of 16 shooting tonight. Our tank, well, again, to be fair, if you offered me a split against Washington, I probably would have had to have accepted. Just the way it is. Listen, AJ Lawson, very happy for him. I'm not going to read too much into a potential 30-point game. In the Tampa season, I saw a lot of horrendous basketball players score 30 points in a game. Okay? I watched Paul Watson Jr. score 30 points in a game. And in the very next game, he scored 0. And I'm pretty sure that's the last time he ever played for the Raptors. So he scored 30, and then he never scored again for the Raptors. That unconfirmed. Confirmed, scored 0. The game after he scored 30, he scored 0. The Raptors had 10 players have 30-point games this season. Stanley Johnson had a 30-point game that year. I want to say, maybe I'm wrong. I feel like Watanabe may have had a 30-point game that year. Flynn, I think, had a 30-point game. Flynn scored 50 points in the NBA. Malachi Flynn scored 50 in the NBA this time last year, and then didn't have a job to start the next season. Okay, I feel like Yuta Watanabe had a 30-point game that year. Everyone had a 30-point game that year on our team, man. Flynn scored 50, and then 2-3 weeks later, didn't have a job in the NBA. Lawson probably will have a job in the NBA next year, though. Misses the 3 there. 85-76. Sorry, I'm just saying. Lawson, I believe, will be on the summer team, like the training camp team. Not sure he'll have a roster spot in Toronto. Not sure he'll have one anywhere. I think he's good enough to have one. But, hey, I'm just saying. Don't, read too much into, a massive game. It's exciting. I'm trying to diminish an accomplishment. It's a very good accomplishment. I'm not trying to diminish it too much. Look at that bench. Brogdon, Middleton, Smart. If he drops 40, I've seen enough. Like I said, Malachi dropped 50 and then didn't have a job a month later. Well, he had a job, not an NBA job. Champagny called for the travel. I always liked Champagny. Never worked out. Y'all had some of the games I witnessed live from Justin Champagny with the Raptors 905. I cannot believe it didn't work out for the Raptors, honestly. Some of the games I saw him play in the G League playoffs, he was just absolutely spectacular. If Lawson drops 60, okay. Yeah, give this man a deal. Sure. 60 is where I'll cut it off because 50 clearly is not enough. Man, the Wizards stink. Yeah, Flynn did get a 10-day. He does now have an NBA job. He did not for the majority of the season. I think Charlotte signed him. Charlotte not trying to win games. Cavs hot ass. I think he's better than Malik Williams. That I will say. Malik Williams, as Castleton drops a very good pass. That's probably why he said Castleton hot ass. I think Malik Williams might be the worst Raptors player I've ever seen. I know we've had a lot of really bad players. Nobody looked as incapable of playing basketball as Malik Williams did. Can you guys give me a better answer to that? Jalen McDaniels, I was better than Malik Williams. I despise Jalen McDaniels. Malik Williams could not make a layup. I say that that's like hyperbolic usually. Like, man, he can't even make a layup. Malik Williams couldn't make a layup. He was tragic at this sport. I can't believe he's in the G League, honestly. I am astonished he is good enough to play in the G League. Can somebody act like for real? Like Aaron Baines was not worse. If somebody says Aaron Baines. Aaron Baines is not worse. Alex Flynn is not worse. DeAndre Bembry is not worse. Like they're actually not. Malik Williams actually was horrendous. Sorry, Malik. Since I know you're one of the 50 people watching. How many people we got? I don't know. The site crashed. 9176. Anyway, if you're one of the people, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button. Barnes in the paint for 2. 11 points for him now. Kem Birch was solid. Like, he had some solid time. Freddie Gillespie before he... Freddie Gillespie after his Tampa season might have been a case, but he never actually played for the Raptors beyond that. Freddie Gillespie's actually decent for the Raptors. Daniel Oturu is now when we're hitting, like, these are conversations we can have. Okay. Daniel Oturu and Henry Ellenson, we've got a conversation here. I think the thing that will push Malik Williams over is that he kept getting 10-day contracts and played till the end of the season, whereas Oturu and Ellenson were like emergency pickups. Marquise Noel's better. I would comfortably pay Marquise Noel over Malik Williams. Patrick McCaw played meaningful NBA Finals minutes for the Raptors. I am definitely not going to say Patrick McCaw. Daniel Oturu, though, is a conversation to be had. Though I don't remember him enough to give a definitive yes or no there. I'll still side with Malik. Oh, Barnes drops Kispert, then misses the shot, so it doesn't count. Oh, wow. Kispert hit the deck. Kispert was sitting ass to hardwood after that. Ass on the hardwood on the Barnes pullback, and he fucking missed the shot. Brissett went from NBA champion, declined his player options, now in the G League. Yeah. Life comes at you fast, man. He fumbled the bag a little bit. God, this fan base. Remember when we let O'Shea Brissett walk? The fan. How could we possibly let O'Shea Brissett walk? Like a guy, like if a player the Raptors let go shows like a pulse, people cannot believe the Raptors let that player go. All he has to do is breathe. And Raptors fans, oh my fucking God, look how good this guy is. We could have used him this year. Like, no, we couldn't have. Like, the discourse around Yuta Watanabe for like 2 years after the Raptors let him go was ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. Jeremy Lin's better than, like, Jeremy Lin's like a decently skilled player. I actually think Jeremy Lin's career was cut short. I think he had more to give than the opportunities he was provided. Blake Williams couldn't make a layup. Jalen gave us some good minutes as well. That down the stretch of the regular season, dealing with injuries, like he was signed as an emergency pickup from injuries, and he gave us some okay minutes. Is Zach Hyman in the commercial? Not sure about this one. Christmas themed commercial in March. I don't know about that, y'all. Also, no showcase to an average person that and you did, in fact, pay for an NHL player to be in that ad. Fumble by Legacy. Score check for Sixers Nets. Can they tie, you think? Can they tie for us? Wait, are the Lakers playing the... Yeah, sorry. The Lakers are playing the Nets, aren't they? Yeah, sorry. Sorry. Sure, let's have a look. Wraps up by 14 after 3. I don't think you're going to blow this one. Lakers down by 2 to the Nets. Okay. Brooklyn in the mix. Who's our savior tonight? It might be Alex Len. Oh, he's only -4. Cam Johnson. Keon Johnson. 18 points. Day'Ron Sharp recently picked up my fantasy team. Not bad. I need blocks, though. Day'Ron, I picked you up for your blocks, bro. And he ain't doing that. The Sixers. Did I miss them? Sixers. Oh, yeah. That. Down 19. Sixers are going to... How did that happen? I didn't even press it. That's twice now. Anyways. Sixers, they lost. I believe Marquise Noel's in the G League. Yeah, he plays for Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Put in the water, boys. He's in right now, man. 93-79. Sar to Kisper under the glass. It's a 12-point game. See, at this point in the game, you got to start yanking, guys. I'm sorry. You got to do it. You got to be diabolical with this tank. Barnes goes to the rim. No. Too late, bro. You had 3 quarters to pad your stats, man. It's over. You took 18 shots, bro. You had your shots. It's over. Put fucking Nav Bhatia and Sam McDaddy in the game. Nav Bhatia, Sam McDaddy, Garrett Temple, Darko Rajakovic, and Jacob Gramegna. That should be the 5 that closes the game. I promise we won't win. I might get a rebound, maybe, if it just falls in my lap. We still win. I love your faith in me, Vince. Maybe I'd carry us to victory heroically like I did in the famous Rec League game where I hit that game-tying 3. Get Sam McDaddy's in there. Man, in a couple of years, they might be on the fucking court. Fly off his goddamn head. Favorite Cheetos flavor? Is there like multiple? I guess just the jalapeno, the flaming hot. But other than that, I like the regular. But I do like the jalapeno cheddar. I don't like the Flaming hot. Too hot for me. Listen, I know I'm white. I do like some spice. I don't like that much. Who wants to join this team? Good news. You don't have a fucking choice if we get the first pick. If Wiz get the first pick, he'll go to the Wizards, man. Every year these conversations pop up. Raptors gotta be one of the desirable destinations. Xbox, PlayStation. I had a 360. Since then, I've had a PlayStation 4, and I currently have a PlayStation 5. So, PlayStation. $99.81 for the Raptors. It's over. It's over, y'all. It is over. God, I could go for some fucking Cheetos right now. Man. Bag of jalapeno Cheetos. Go crazy right now. Barnes fouled there. Adding on to the lead. I guess we're going to win anyway. You may as well just keep the good guys out there. Just like Xbox versus PlayStation. Xbox lost. No doubt about it. If Orlando Robinson makes a layup, we have 3 Raptors with double-doubles. Wow. All right. That's cool. I'm surprised Robinson has managed 10 rebounds. Yeah. Good for him. Not a good rebounder, by the way. I saw PJ Tucker sign with the Knicks. PJ Tucker cannot be good at basketball. He already wasn't, and he's been on his couch all year. There's no way he's going to help the Knicks. Just no way. When is the last time a bought-out player impacted the team that he signed for in the playoffs? Trying to think. I remember the Brooklyn Milwaukee series. I believe Blake Griffin got bought out and played for the Nets that year. But I'm not 100% sure if it was that year. What is AJ Lawson's career high, Dylan? I would have thought he's probably like really close to it right now. AJ Lawson, I mean, he's knocking down threes. I mean, yeah. He's playing well. Keyshawn George for 3. Okay, Wizards. It's a 12-point game. We can lose this. Like, Darko's got to take these guys out of the game. I want Castleton. I want Temple. I want Shed, Lawson, Roden. I think we could do that. AJ Lawson, previous career high was 16. So he indeed has his career high. I don't know what Darko's plan is. He took them out one game and he hasn't done it since. I don't know. Excuse me. Knicks are good enough to get third, but they can't beat Cavs or Boston, so they're freaking out. Oh, they can't beat Cavs or Boston. Well, they have PJ Tucker, the LeBron stopper, so they've got a shot. They've got a shot now. So at the line, Barnes comes out. Does not mean he won't come back in. His night should be done. That should be it. That should be it. His night should be over. $101.88. Sarr to Kispert. Kispert out to Keyshawn George for 3. 10-point game. 10-point game. Steve Stevens. The only player I remember doing that was Steve Francis. Yeah, in 2002. Hasn't happened in a while. I wouldn't bet on it happening this year. Steve Francis might have been the straw that broke the camel's back on that franchise. Or was it 90? The 90s? Was it 99? Was it 99, Steve Francis? Anyways. Yeah, because 2002, they were already Memphis. So I think it was 99. Anyways. There is, yeah, it won't happen. But if Steve Francis had gone to Vancouver, there is, maybe they don't move. Who knows? Cooper did flirt with not going to the draft. Nah, he's going in the draft. Why risk another year of potential injury? Like, just get in the draft, collect your bag, go first overall. Yeah, what else can you get? You're the surefire first overall pick. What else can you do? Well, we know. I don't know. I guess he'll declare some point in the summer. No, Cooper Flag's going first overall. Like, no conversation. Cooper Flag's going first overall, guys. He'll be in the draft. Flag is close to Wemby. It's kind of tough because Wemby was like such a unicorn, but Flag is Flag's up there all time. He's not Wemby, but Flag is franchise changing to me. Not as much as Wemby, not as much as Zion should have been. But in my lifetime, like, LeBron is obviously the one. Then there's, hype-wise, there's Wemby. There's Zion. Who's next? Is it Flag next? Is that recency bias? Who would have been higher on the first overall pick hype than Flag? Jordan going third is crazy, though. It's not that crazy. Hakeem was always going number one. That was the NBA at the time. You needed it. It was about the centers. Hakeem always was going first. Blazers' second overall pick already had Clyde Drexler, a shooting guard. Why would they draft another shooting guard when they could have Sam Bowie, who was good, but was always hurt and actually wasn't that good? Kind of tough. Blazers will go down infamously for passing on Jordan. Houston were never passing on Jordan. It was just never going to pass on Hakeem. It was just never going to happen. Obviously, in hindsight, Houston take Jordan. But you can understand the train of thought as to how he ended up going third. Nobody will ever knock Houston for taking Hakeem. But Blazers get some shit. Also, Hakeem's Hall of Famer, NBA 75, two-time Finals MVP. So, you know. Wasn't Jordan, but him and Director, same team. It just... This is why, you know, these days you just draft best player available and work it out. But, you know, size was so relevant at the time. You can understand how they came to the conclusion to draft Bowie. Even the Bulls could not have known how good Jordan would become. Yeah, well, Hakeem you could argue the Houston only win because Jordan had retired, but who knows? Who knows how things change? Keyshawn George for 3. Would have been a single-digit game had he made that. We're about to see something crazy here. Barrett. Off the glass. Shed. Oh! Jamal Shed rises up and throws down the putback. I did not know Jamal Shed got ups like that, man. I did not know Jamal Shed had that. AJ Lawson, other way, turns it over. Up by 12. Barnes is out. Hasn't come back. Wizards turn it over again. Barnes is still in his jersey, so not sure if he's checking out for good. Shed, I did not expect that. Wow. Rose up, threw that thing down. Shed, pass deflected out. 6:18 to go. Man, I love watching Hakeem, clips. God. So fucking smooth in the post. Oh, my God. Go do yourself a favor. Watch some Hakeem post-up clips before bed. You have some fucking amazing dreams. Like I said, Houston, we're never, ever, 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 ever passing on Hakeem in that draft. Never, ever, ever, ever. Sam Bowie, yeah. They could have passed. They could have passed. Until Jordan started winning championships, people believed that he couldn't lead them to a championship because he wasn't a center. And you had to have a center to win a champion. You had to be a center had to be your best player. It's crazy, but that's the world we lived in. Like Mark Eaton type guys. Rest in peace, I think. Your best player wasn't the center. Tough. You ain't winning. 9-point game. We're still in this, guys. Still in this. Early Jordan Boulder team bad. They were, but it got them another good pick, and they drafted Barnes. Three by Orlando Robinson. Come on, bro. And then AJ Lawson, another three, and I think the tank is cooked from here. Damn. Times to sub RJ out. Well, yeah, it might be too late. 4:47. We should have done it earlier. Sub these guys out. Sub these guys out. If AJ Lawson wins us the game, so be it. I don't want these other guys winning us the game. What's Twitter saying? Anybody with me here? Raptors have a franchise record, by the way. 66 rebounds tonight. Wow. All right. Franchise record. We haven't broken many, if any, positive franchise records under Dark Reactor. We've broken a lot of negative ones. But we have a positive one. So props to the Raps. Props to the Darko Raps. I don't know why that one game they decided they were going to remove all their starters and try to lose. And then every other game, they're like, nah, tricked ya. We're going to try and win these ones. All right, we're going to do more to win these ones, I guess. Yeah, hopefully Brooklyn win. Sixers are going to lose. Hopefully Brooklyn win, though. Brooklyn were winning, but it was tight. What's going on now in that game? I'm going to check. If Roden and Shed score 2 points each, then the Raps have 7 players with 10 plus points. I mean, that'd be cool. Sixers are down by 13 with less than 3 to go. Nets are up 5 with 5 to go. The Nets could do it. Nets could help us out. Again, we win this. I will absolutely take a split with the Wizards. They could have easily won both. Easily could have won both. Sixers are very unethically tanking, dude. They are fucking unserious as can be, that lineup. Disgusting lineup the Sixers have, man. 66 rebounds, the franchise record, guys. Let's see if they can add on to it. Well, they are going to add on to it. Who is Castleton? Question many people had last week. Just they signed him out of the G League on a 10-day contract because they don't have any bigs other than Orlando Robinson. He's not that good, but he's filling a hole. If we get beat by the Sixers in the lottery, I'll be sick to my stomach. We got out-tanked by a championship contender. It's going to happen. Maybe. Poole for 3. And it's an 11-point game with 4 minutes left. And, to their credit, they've yanked the starters now. It's Shed, Robinson, Castleton, Lawson, Roden. This is the worst lineup they could put out there, and Roden hits a 3. They have the shit lineup out there, with all the respect to these guys. This is the worst they could put out. And they're probably still going to be positive in their minutes, because the Wizards have also put out their shit. Both teams understand what's going on here. A.J. Johnson misses the dunk. Corner for Lawson for 3. This one doesn't go, so I'm a little tired. I got a lot of work to do. A.J. Lawson is 7 of 13 with 30 points tonight. Gill for 3, in and out. Rebound of Thor. Another 3 up from Martin. Doesn't go. Wrapped up 14 with 3 to go. They're going to win this game. 4 double-doubles for the Raptors. Washington are real bad. Bad. Barnes is 14 and 13. Robinson has 13 and 11. Barrett has 14 and 10. And off the bench, Lawson has 30 and 11. A.J. Lawson is the third Raptor with a 30-point double-double off the bench in franchise history. Congrats to him for that. Oh, I'm aware the Sixers are tanking. It's a diabolical tank. There's no shame in this business anymore. We gotta stoop down to their level, bro. When's the last time the worst team in the league got the first overall pick? It's rare that they would. They only have a 14% chance of doing it. Just curious if we can recall the last time the worst record got the first pick. I don't think Orlando had the worst record. Spurs didn't, I don't think. But they did have the equal to the highest odds. Atlanta definitely didn't. Pistons when they draft Cage, possible. It's possible. I guess I could just look it up pretty easily. Just curious. This means nothing. Let me see. Team standings. This is not what I wanted. Here we go. So 23-24, Portland, who didn't get the pick. It was Atlanta. Who got it? Oh, it was the Pistons. They had the worst record. Atlanta got the pick. 22-23, so Wemby year. The Spurs had the second worst record. Banchero year. Orlando had the second worst record. 21. Minnesota. This is the no. That was after. This was the Cade year. The Pistons. No, this was Cade. 2020, 2021. Wait, 2020, 2021. Oh, the Pistons had. Why are they up here with a 20-52 record? Okay. Pistons. No, the Rockets 17 wins. Why is it standing out of order like this? What the hell is going on here? Okay. So no, not that year. Minnesota year. Not Minnesota. Golden State, the worst record, unbelievably. 2018-19. Fuck, who went first? Zion. So Pelicans, definitely not the worst record. 2018 draft. Phoenix worst team. Who had 20? Who went first? 2018. What draft was this? DeAndre Ayton. So Suns had the worst record. Okay, so the last team to have the worst record who went first is the Suns, who drafted DeAndre Ayton. This is Adam Silver's NBA. No tanking. No, sir. Doesn't anyone question how large draw is done behind closed doors? No. Well, yes, a lot of people do, by the way. But no, I'm too many people involved to no. I'm not. No, we're not doing this conspiracy. No. Need Jonte Porter. Came in 1 year too early. Don't worry, bro. We got Orlando Robinson. All right, so we're going to win 119-104. We are going to... Well, Darko is obviously at this point coaching the team to lose. Like he's putting out the lineups to lose. Obviously at this point. But up until the Chicago game, completely disagree that was his motive. Completely disagree. But obviously they're doing that now. Anyways, post-game show, guys. So we have eliminated the post-game shows on the Clips channel. But it's come to my attention there's at least one viewer who always went right to the end of the post-game shows, or out of the watch parties, to watch the post-game show. Now, the post-game shows this entire time have been getting uploaded the next morning onto the Clips channel. So if you wanted to watch them, you could have also watched them there. and also would have grown that channel, and we would have kept doing them anyways. Post-game shows are back. They're here for the streams in a less structured setting where I'm not recording a video as I was previously. And I will not be clipping them, not having them clipped and uploaded to the Clips channel. Clips channel will now be used, we'll now be using clips from the 7 a.m. membership streams. 7 a.m. I'll be live Tuesday for members. Become a member on Amateur Sports. You have access to that membership stream. Tuesday, again, that is 7 a.m. You might not be awake. I get it. But I make it 7 so that, listen, nobody's scheduling me for a meeting. Nobody's making plans with me. Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. So I got time to do it. Pretty much guaranteed. I'll sacrifice a lot of sleep, but I'll do it. You don't have to watch live. You can watch later in the day. You can watch whenever, but its content is there for members who do give the extra guaranteed support to the channel on a night-to-night basis. Post-game shows, though. We're back doing them over here. So this game, kind of tough to watch these games right now because previously I'd been talking about the Raptors like, okay, we win, great. We lose, also great. You know, kind of like a win-win. We lose, win, it's fine. Then it became like, okay, I'm going to watch them. I'm going to cheer for them. But if they lose, I'll be like, okay, that was probably better to lose the game. But, you know, while the game was happening, I kind of wanted them to win. But now that they've lost, I'm happy. Now I'm not, no. We're completely at the other extreme. We are very much, do not fucking win this basketball game. Very much don't win. Lose this game. Help your lottery odds. Unfortunately, they have not been able to lose this one. They have come out with the win. However, if you did offer me, I said this while we were live, or I said this during the live. If you had offered me a split with Washington, I would have had to take it. I would have had to. The Raptors were favored by 5 on Saturday night, or was it 4? I think it was 4. Raptors favored by 4.5 on Saturday. They lost. They're favored by 7 tonight. They ended up winning by 15. Like, very much could have won both these games. Very much could be on a 3-game win streak right now. Thankfully, they lost 1 to Washington. But we know it's not going to get any harder for the Raptors. Fellow tanking team Sixers on Wednesday. Now, Washington is not nearest in the standings. So it's not as hurtful. You have to lose this game. I'm sorry. Wednesday at home to Philly, you have to lose. You have to pull out all of the nasty tactics to lose that basketball game. You cannot. That is a 2-win swing, that one. You have to lose that game. I'm sorry. Do not play any of the key guys. Do not play any of them. Just do not play them at all. Sit them out. If Jared Rhoden, Colin Castleton, AJ Lawson win that game, so be it. You cannot put yourself in any sort of position to win that game. I'm dead serious right now. But, you know, even still, Philly suck. They are tanking aggressively as well, more aggressively than we are. And maybe the guys would win it for us because, you know, guys like AJ Lawson, who would play a lot in that game, could drop 32 points and 12 rebounds on 9 of 21 shooting, 7 of 14 shooting from 3. It was a pretty crazy game where the Raptors end up with 73 rebounds. 73 rebounds, by the way, is the franchise record for rebounds in a game, breaking the previous franchise record of 65. When you play with a lot of pace in a game and you get a lot of offensive rebounds because their team sucks and both teams miss so many fucking shots, you've got a shot at this record. So props to the Raptors for breaking it. Both teams shoot sub 40 from the field. Raptors at 39.5. Both teams took over 106 shots. Pace was high. Pace was very high. Raptors go 33% from 3. 7 of the 16 makes were specifically by AJ Lawson. Wizards go 29% from 3. They out-tanked us, man. They sat their starters at the end of the game as well. We probably could have done it a bit earlier, but maybe they would have matched us. I don't know. Not a lot of turnovers in this game, but yeah, it's bad. It's bad basketball. It's not super fun basketball. Fun news, Raptors had 6 guys with 10-plus points. With all the freaking rebounds being handed out, the Raptors actually had 4 guys with double-doubles. If Castleton had 1 more rebound and 3 more points, he would have also actually had a double-double, which is also crazy. But AJ Lawson, 32 and 12. Orlando Robinson, 13 and 11, 5 and 9 shooting. RJ Barrett, 14 points, very poor shooting, 6 of 18, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. So 2 assists away from a triple-double, but not the prettiest of performances. Barnes, 6 of 19, 14 points, 13 rebounds. You know, I get these games aren't that serious. I get there's not like a great cast of players. You probably would expect a little bit more out of the top guys in the Raptors in a game like this where they are playing such a bad team. They are playing a team lacking in defense, lacking in size. You know, Barnes should probably be better than 6 of 19. Let's be honest. RJ Barrett should probably be better than 6 of 18. Hard to really judge what's true in a game like this. You know, AJ Lawson played great, was knocking down 3 after 3 after 3. Major props to him. I've seen some crazy players score 30 in a game. You know, we saw Paul Watson do it for the Raptors. We saw Stanley Johnson do it for the Raptors. Yuta Watanabe, I think, had 30 in the game. We've seen Malachi Flynn score 50 for the Pistons last year and then get cut like a month later. Like, it didn't get a new contract a month later. So, I don't know how much to read into games like this, individual performances like this, but yeah, you feel like 6 of 19 and 6 of 18 leaves a bit to be begging. And quickly with 5 of 12, you know, even then you think as well. Do you remember Jalen Harris 30 as well against his hometown Mavs? And then he did cocaine, so then he got banned from the NBA for a year. Tough. Malcolm Flynn had scored 50 points before Anthony Edwards did. Actually, that Canadian, he did it before SGA as well. SGA has 4 50-point games the last couple months. Up until that, he has 0, I believe. So, yeah, basketball in March and April. Crazy shit happens. Crazy players get crazy stat lines. How much does it mean? We don't know. We try to figure that out in the summer. But props to AJ Lawson, trying to earn himself another contract next year. Played well. I don't want to take that away from him. But, you know, I'm just, again, questioning how much do these games really showcase. We don't know. So, again, Wednesday, you have to lose that. You have to lose that game. You just have to. Utah Friday, try. Portland will probably beat you. Don't have to try too hard. Phoenix, you might have to help them. Golden State, they'll beat you. San Antonio should probably beat you. Then, another rough patch. Washington, Brooklyn, Charlotte, Philly, Chicago. Got to find ways to lose these games, man. We have the easiest schedule remaining in the NBA. That has not deviated. I'll pull up the remaining schedule strength sheet provided by Tankathon. Still by far the easiest schedule left in the NBA. Got to find some losses where we can. Absolutely. It's not just about the first overall pick odds. It's not. I think we moved to 6th here, so 9%. I'll confirm. Unless Brooklyn still lose. Actually, Brooklyn could lose. I'm going to check right now. Brooklyn were beating the Lakers when I checked. They are up 3 with 2 seconds left. The Brooklyn Nets should win tonight, which is big. The Sixers have lost. The Sixers are a half game. Brooklyn are lower, but will win, I think. So we'll still be in 6th, but barely. We'll still be in 5th, but barely. It's not about the first overall pick odds. It's about how far you are likely to fall. And, you know, going from 5th, where you probably end up 6th or 7th, to 7th, where you probably end up 8, maybe 7, 8, maybe 9. It's a difference. And these things, it's the difference between getting your guys or not. So you got to try to lose some of these games, man. You just do. All right, before we head out, somebody did want a little sim to end off the stream. Let's see. Okay. Wow. They take. Oh, whoa! First pull. First pull. The Raptors land the first overall pick. Wow, what a hellish lottery. Raptors 1. Sixers fall. Sixers go to 2. San Antonio, fuck off, get the 3rd pick. Wow, Washington gets shafted. Utah go to 4th. That's not that big deal. Charlotte moved down a lot. New Orleans down a lot. Wow. This is the lottery Adam Silver is dreaming of, except San Antonio or Philly get the 1st pick. Wow. Now, that'd be nice. Let's do a couple more just to see how bad it could look. All right, I have a question. So, wow, another great Raptors when we move up to 2nd. One more. Washington stay here. So, Washington, by the way, have a... wow, we're 3rd in this one. My goodness. Washington have a 48% chance of not getting the 1st overall pick, by the way. That's how it works. Or, sorry, not getting a top 4 pick. There's a 48% chance they specifically end 5th. That's what it is. So, question to leave you off with. Would you rather the 2nd overall pick, but Philly get the 1st pick? Or would you rather the 3rd overall pick, but Philly are like 5th or worst? Would you take one less of a spot to go from 2 to 3 just so it means Philly don't get number 1? You take that deal? Damn good deal. You have to. You gotta stick to your guns as a hater. You gotta do it. There's no fucking way Cooper Flagg's going to Philly. No, sir. I'm taking the 3rd. Does your answer change if you have to go from 2 to 4? So number 2, you get, Philly get number 1. Or you go to number 4, Philly get number 8, let's say. At that, I have to say I take the 2 because Philly's kind of cooked with the contracts anyways. Maybe they won't be that good. But you have a cost-controlled... I think top 3 is fine, but I wouldn't go to 4. I wouldn't go to 4 just for the hater watch. I would go to 3 for hater watch, though. Fun little hypothetical. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for the stream today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for hanging out. I've got some work to do, so I'm going to sign off here. Make sure you do hit that like button if you did enjoy. Would really appreciate it if you did. Make sure you're subscribed as well if you are a member. Stay tuned tomorrow morning. I'll be live at 7 a.m. Eastern time for some general NBA discourse, general NBA discussion, hanging out with y'all. So, yeah, become a member. You can catch that content. I will see you guys, though, for the next watch party as well on Wednesday, and I'll be dropping a video as well on the channel tomorrow. Lots of content on the way.